super weak. The Rubik and AA can't really do that much.
I think an aggressive hero like this is great.
Best Rubik's out there in the world right now. Cloud9, we're actually going to have an early level 1 fight over the bounty rune. Vada's already setting himself up. How's going to challenge him. Meanwhile, Ice, though, he's locked inside of the cogs with Misery. That's not a place he wants to be, and he'll be giving up first blood. Misery, though, the turnaround kill for Vici Gaming. So they did snag the bounty rune there on Hal, but gave up the first blood in the process out of his own cogs.
Oh yeah, I guess that's a really good way. I didn't think that. It's going to be hard for him to deal with this lane regardless, just because of the advantage that he started out with. Giving a hero first blood, especially your off laner, and I guess in this case, it's the safe lane is going to help so much as Ice already has a lot to deal with. But in this bottom lane, I mean, this is the interesting thing for me. How often do we see the IO played in the safe lane? But
already grabbing Big Daddy. He's so further away, but the right click is still there. And now Misery is trapped up against 3 heroes. He will be able to run down River and will be fine. Yeah, 14-0 on Hal right now. CSY 21-1. Uh-oh, BO3, he's been caught here, and that battery assault doesn't matter if the attack speed is slow. Ice will get the damage anyway with the battery assault. Big Daddy even rotating over just to make sure, seeing if he can actually save BO3, but no.
So you're meant to be a little bit ahead, just because you want that faster BKB.
Oh, jump in! Oh, Ice misses out on the hook shot. They might get him catch Vada. They're kind of they managed to get the battery assault. Vada's actually going to be locked inside the cog. Super gets left up at the same time. Ice got his ulti though, and Vada. Here comes Super's Laguna Blade, and last couple of right clicks to secure the kill. And now Misery's in trouble too. He goes down 5-1 already, and Big Daddy No Tails push back as well. Vici Gaming.
Oh, FY wants to get one more. He does have the tether up though. Brown's not close enough. 2 more right clicks should be able to do it, but long distance tethers away and it's just fine. The rocket's flying in, but he should be just fine.
Yeah, it's not there in time, especially with Ice going with the maxed out battery assault build. Wouldn't have the damage from the rocket anyway, but still Vici Gaming going to be very happy with that exchange. Already establishing dominance in the static part of the laning phase, and now as heroes start moving around, they still are finding openings.
Honestly, to me, yesterday in the Navi game, Ice was a little bit disappointing. I'm used to just seeing him be the best offlaner in the world, maybe the exception of Universe, and I think he even said yesterday, he was like, thanks for carrying me, team, but it seems like today, shoot on the opposite.
Raise 1, raise 2, raise 3, all on the mark. Vada secures the kill on Hal's Spectre. They shut him down, so the movement of the Vici Gaming supports leaves Hal a little bit open, and Cloud9 do pounce on that opportunity.
And they immediately smoke, and this means that FY is probably going to get caught out here. He's the one that's going to tank this. Misery is in position. He doesn't have the mana for sleep. They might actually just turn this around.
Oh,
Misery's going to go down, and Vada's running forward, though.
Yeah, they're going to have FY easily caught out by Eternal Envy. The question is, can they get Super 2? Looks like a missed raise will ensure that Super gets back to the Tier 1 tower completely unharmed. So a simple 1-for-1 trade-off of supports. Not too big of a deal.
Yeah, I think they might be aware.
That's a big deal. They're going to have their heart stack taken away. Vada. I guess who needs supports to stack your own jungle? You could just go into the enemy jungle and find some. Oh, call down actually laid out. Super's going to be slowed down a little bit. Cloud9 really wanted to fight this one. Hal's actually going to jump forward. He wants to go straight for Big Daddy No Tail, trying to catch up. BO3's coming inside, but so too is Ice. He's trying to finish up Big Daddy. Does manage to get it, but the egg, they're stuck in a bad position. Ice. He can't go anywhere. The egg's going to explode on him, stun him up, and Eternal Envy will close the distance, be able to get the kill in the end with the battery assault. Now, they're actually going to chase for more. How? He's going to drop incredibly low. One more right strike. No, the neutral kings. He feeds himself away. BO3, one more right click as well, but they want Eternal Envy, and they will have him. Super. He's still finding this one out with Fenrir up against Misery. The sleep gets laid down. Farther away, Bottom's actually not coming over. He's too low to help out, so they're just going to be a kill on Fenrir. Big Daddy No Tails here. Super realizes he's not getting away. Cloud9 get their revenge and even up the kill score 8-8. This is incredibly important. Ice has not had that good of an impact. He really needs a kill here, and they will jump on Vada now. All ready to jump in. Ice Blast explodes him, and Ice actually makes a quick TP away. No, Misery stops him. The egg will explode, and how? Oh no, he actually jumped to the egg. Now he's stuck. Stunned up against 4 heroes. He will end up going down, even if Big Daddy follows him surely to the grave. A 2-for-3 exchange in the favor of Cloud9.
By 28 minutes, unless they start dominating fights, which I simply don't see. Like, the gyrocopter does way too much at this phase of the game. Like, 8 to 15 minutes is the bread and butter of gyrocopter.
Another smoke from Vici Gaming, just not finding the opening they're looking for. It seems like Cloud9 really know what's going on. You can see both Eternal Envy and Big Daddy No Tail sitting behind that Tier 1 tower. knowing that Vici Gaming are looking for that gank. There's the only reason that Hao would be pressing so far forward.
Yeah, this is one of those ganks where you don't really care if you get a kill. The main point of it is if you get a kill, great. If you don't, we're at least going to push the tower so fast that you can't respond. But C9 actually smoked up on their own. They're actually, for the first time in this tournament, actually going to defend this. And
oh, the tier one.
Really hard for them to hold.
It's in deny range. They can't go for it. The glyph is already there. Bone7 jumps forward. He's got his supernova, and here comes Relocate. They're going to be in a good position, but no! Ice Blast, and the nukes just wipe out two real quick. Ice is left for dead. His double ultimates will explode him, but they got both Eternal Envy and No Tail there. Vici Gaming will be happy with the exchange, even if it does mean a denied tower.
Yeah, and if you're a C9 fan, for a brief second, you were incredibly excited.
FY, he's going to grab body here. Line Strike Array is there, and even if they don't have a Laguna Blade, they're still going to be able to have enough damage to burst down Fada. Hao joining in on the fun with his ultimate.
So if you can just take him out of the game by making his cogs a little bit more useless, it's going to make a big impact. But
there's that bottom staff coming into play with Relocate on top. Hao in serious trouble, and they don't even try and save him. FY, he's like, sorry, buddy. You're done for. There's no support here. Vici Gaming unlikely to mount a response, at least yet. With the Relocate back, perhaps they'll still go for an opening here. FY is going to be hit by this call down. Ice jumps in now, trying to go for Eternal Envy. Maybe that's not the choice. Eternal Envy is hit and going to be blown up by that Ice Blast. And the combination of nukes out from Super. FY comes forward and actually steals. What did he want to hold on to the late game? Oh, and at top, they're actually going to make a move. Hao's getting quite low. He's got the dagger and will be able to get to the trees. And Ice actually now makes his debut into the fight, going for Eternal Envy with on top Ice Blast. They do manage to catch out Hao still in the trees, and Fada will easily clean him. Oh, no, he actually jumped away. Oh, what an ultimate. He went over to Big Daddy, and he's into the trees. He may actually be able to get away with the dagger. Unbelievable. He gets the escape. Meanwhile, Misery goes down. Relocate on top of Super, though. He's on the run. Does manage to get the Light Strike Array. The last couple of right clicks is there. Big Daddy gets the kill. Gets vengeance for Misery, his fellow support. I still cannot believe that Hao managed to get away with that ultimate, which would be very powerful against certain heroes like the SF. Oh, jump in here in the middle lane. Hao, slowed down by the call down. Gets Misery. No, the Fiend's Grip actually grabs him. And he's done for. Once again, Vici Gaming just do not have the defensive support to be able to react.
Oh, they're going for the Relocate at bottom. This is a huge dive.
Beautiful Light Strike Array. We'll be able to hold these heroes with the Ice Blast coming in on top. Eternal Envy's hit by that one, but they have no more nukes left. Bone7 snag as he tried to just dive right through. Needs to be able to get off that Supernova. Bounce back. He will be able to get it off just in time, but is rapidly focused down by Vici Gaming. Super on the run. Will be able to keep alive. Zangos with Ice, and Cloud9 have overextended themselves. On the run. Whoa, what a jump here from FY with that Phoenix Dive. Gets some more damage on Eternal Envy. They need one more round of nukes, but it's not going to be there. No, it is. Hook shot, jumping in. Ice, trying to finish him off. The cog pushback isn't enough damage. FY gets him in the end. I trade up 1-for-1, but FY goes down as well now. Misery running forward. Hao popping the ultimate. He wants to force this fight and go. Both Alina obviously finishing hers earlier on, and then the Fenrir Aghanim Scepter is going to be coming in soon as well.
Yeah, that's going to be huge, because if you get hit by one of those, the mech doesn't really do anything for you, and Vici Gaming can kind of just chill and sit back and spam their spells. But they're probably just waiting for the Roshan more than anything. There's no real reason to risk it, and Hao at top is so afraid right now. Like, he knows something is up, but I think he might just risk this. There's like 10 seconds that go by and nobody shows up on the map. They're throwing out the stuns. Hao.
Misery, he's found Hao. Super, he's trying to stop this one. There goes the hook shot all the way in. Ice goes in the back. Fada's gonna call that ultimate, but they've already taken down No Tail with, oh my goodness, what a big combination of plays. Bone7 and Eternal Envy almost single-handedly take out all of Vici Gaming. And now they're gonna march straight through the tier 2s, go up to tier 3s as well, see if they can force the buybacks, but there's not a single one out for Vici Gaming.
Yeah, there was no way that was the right choice. Vici Gaming, I think they had an idea of what was up, but you just have to give that tier 2 tower up, if anything, and just play a little bit more safe, because you know how with that Radiance can continue to out-farm, but it doesn't even matter as they're already going on the high ground. Nobody from Vici Gaming really affords a buyback here, because they just had to all in go for items right now, and this is going to mean Elena Rax guaranteed. FY doing his best to extend the game. Decides to split up, but guaranteed Rax in 33 minutes.
Well played. The range Rax going to be left to the range creeps here to finish out.
Heal spells. That's going to be the short raise, I believe. If
Not sure if FY is really going to make use of that one. The tier 2 very rapidly going down as Cloud9. Here comes the first Ice Blast here. Jump in. Telekinesis are going to try and blow up Fada right away, and they are successful. Taking him out, and now Vici Gaming perhaps just want to get out of this one. Ice is already dead. They have the Supernova on top. Looks like Cloud9 Super wants to go for the kill now on Misery. And it's just stunned him up a little bit, slow him down. The dagger is there as well. No tail. They actually managed to get a really good stun. FY jumping forward. He's going to be able to pop that one. And Cloud9, they're trying to get out of here. Misery's going to go down. He sleeps himself 4 steps away, trying to get some distance desperately, but will not be able to get away from How. Oh, he's still alive. He is unbelievable. He's slowing down Eternal Envy for the rest of his team. They're going to get to Eternal Envy. No tail goes down first. He's dead as well. The Ice Blast over the top. FY, F God.
I don't even understand.
Yep. Eternal Envy and No Tail are farming up their jungle.
Oh, there's just no way.
This is a dream for Vici Gaming if they can actually get there in time.
This
left to right, left to right. They're going to move left, and that's the right option. They're going to find it. Going to get the left. Leaning on him. Telekinesis, Ice Blast over the top. They're going to blow up No Tail, so there's no escape for EE. No mercy, they say. Vici Gaming find the pickoffs to prolong the game a bit further. Eternal Envy and No Tail got picked off in their own jungle.
Yeah, this is pretty crazy right now because C9 have a 10k advantage, but they still aren't willing to get in the fight. They're not going to be blind for this fight. They're walking straight up.
Eternal Envy sees this one. Cloud9, they know. They just popped the ward, so they're somewhere nearby. The mid-toe shot is there, and now the Supernova is laid out. Superstar's going for it. Ice trying to get away from his cogs, but he will go down. Misery managed to get the Fiend Scrape on top. Super and Fenrir gets stunned up. How in the background, trying to deal with Fada, but he can't do it. Eternal Envy, oh, he's going to get bursted down. They managed to get the Laguna Blade off on top of that one. 3 down on the side of Cloud9. Fenrir's going to fall, even it up 3 for 3. How and FY, they're going to force Fada TP back. No, he actually has the ulti. He wants to try and go for both 7. He lets it rip. FY once again being the commanding position in this team fight.
They're actually going to just chase him down too. FY,
grab the infinity. FY snagged it. He's going to get out. Oh, Fada, he wants the kill desperately, but he's done for. How gets the kill? And FY, the MVP of this match, and it's not even over yet. Though Vici Gamer going to have to back up soon.
I think that will determine this fight, though. Is Eternal Envy actually has a DD rune bottled. No Tail smartly deciding to give it to him. This is going to make the fight so good for them. If they can't win a fight with this DD rune,
Fada, he managed to pop the BKB in time, and now Vici Gaming on the run, making the turnaround. BKB immediately pops. There goes the Laguna Blade, bringing Eternal Envy down to half HP, but he pops the Satanic now with no Ice Blast. He's not really threatened by Vici Gaming. How he's got to get out of here, run straight through the Roshan pit, trying to make the TP out. No bash, no bash, no bash. Oh, Misery, heartbroken there as he's unable to get that Spectre Bash from Roshan. Cloud9, though, still in a good position. Vici Gaming, the first time they really try and take a fight offensively, lose it. There's 2 different heroes, and Cloud9 will be able to snag Roshan.
I mean, talk about timing. They finally decide to go for a fight, but Eternal Envy has a DD rune bottled. Just completely rips through him. He doesn't get touched by the Ice Blast for once in this game.
Oh, there it is.
Panic.
I was going to ask you, what sort of items do you go with
How with the ultimate?
He actually pops it, trying to scare them away. Call down gets laid out. He's already finished off the whisk to start with.
Oh, and he's actually going to make a move for Misery. This is
going to go down as well. Fenrir comes in for the side, pops a gold scepter.
Oh, Eternal Envy.
He's dropping lower. FY managed to finish off the Fable. Now How fighting up against Fada's getting hit by Roshan. Fenrir's going to go down for that one, but How gets the distance. He needs a dagger up in a second, gets over the cliff, and Fada will not be able to get the crits necessary. FY comes back. Careful there, friends. He's trying to get a 4-staff away. Fada catching up, though. Pops a butterfly, and one big critical takes him out. The man who's been threatening them for so long, he finally managed to take out FY. Eternal Envy, though, is back in business with that buyback and ready to finish off Roshan.
They have to get the Roshan right now because they've just committed so much for this EE uses buyback.
His heart has been going to work. He's practically back up to full HP, and Ice He's already chasing Eternal Envy away. Fada has to actually TP back to the fountain now.
Oh, How's going to try to sneak this?
Yeah, he's trying to go for the Roshan right now. Eternal Envy, he's going to have to call down inside the pit soon. He sees it, but Ice says, if you want to come get it, you're going to have to go through my cogs first. Roshan is going to fall, and the Aegis easily picked up here by our Spectre. Ice quick to grab the cheese as well.
The same thing with the Rubik. We've talked about FI. He's picked up a soul booster for himself. Maybe even wants to go for the Octarine core. That level of farm is just making such a difference. The Wisp from Big Daddy No Tail. I mean, he's been playing it well, but he still only has 5k net worth.
Vici Gaming, really for the first time all game, we're going to make the jump. Eternal Envy's big grab. Here we go. Goes to telekinesis there. Yes, Eternal Envy. No buyback for 2 minutes. This is going to be all on Fada. just the ages though. Cloud9 still have to fight this one out. 3 versus 4s. How comes back in? Telekinesis onto BO7. Let's lose the ultimate. FY just showing off at this point in time. Vici Gaming though, objective-based gaming, are now going to go for the tier 3 tower and wait for Cloud9 to come to them.
And they've given Hal the cheese now. He has the refresher orb. I mean, he's got money for boots of travel. He can instantly come back in. 6k gold on him, and this is going to mean a lane of racks at least for C9. They don't want to get picked up.
Oh, Fada, he didn't get the Lincoln Sphere in time. Now he's going to be forced out forward, trying to get away, trying to get somehow out of this stun, but he does. Finally going to fall here, blows up in a giant explosion. He's got a buyback, but Vici Gaming just keep marching forward. Misery's going to be the next target of How, hoping to be able to get that last right click. Does get it before Misery can turn around and get the sleep. How? He's trying to get away. Manta pops the cheese just in time, and now he's getting away with the Glimmer Cape already. The range racks it down. How starts going for more objectives perhaps. He actually starts running through the top lane. Seems like they're going to back away.
And he managed to grab Sunray, so a little bit of added mobility to him.
Vici Gaming, they have to feel supremely confident. Everyone on their team has buyback that needs it. They've got enough boots of travel on their team.
There goes the sight. Ice Blast is coming in, but an Ice Force Staff will actually save Eternal from that one. Vici Gaming quickly backing themselves up. The Supernova is popped. So too was How's ultimate. Doesn't look like we're going to have much happen on either side. Some ultimates popped. That melee Rex in the middle lane drops a bit low. The range Rex is actually going to go down at bottom just from these siege creeps.
Oh, and How actually pops the refresher. I think they want to just show himself at top, pretend like they're backing up for this.
Right.
But actually, they're going to go for the full back
For this rather late game Spectre. Normally,
Oh, Jesus, look at that. They're going to try and blow up Eternal Envy, but it's not quite enough. The Glimmer Cape will help keep him alive through that Ancient Apparition Ice Blast. How's ultimate goes to work and does a little bit of extra damage and will finish off No Tail, but the rest of the cores, they survive, and that's what's important.
might as well at least get the travels.
Yeah, I'm really concerned that they're just letting creeps actually cut down that backdoor protection right now. Now, How actually pops his ultimate. Eternal Envy, he's been picked. He goes down. That is a huge pickoff. He's down for 90 seconds, and now they just found more. Misery's going to go down as well. Easily run down, picks up the gem. 2 gigantic pickoffs, one of which does have a buyback. Misery, though, just... All right, Fada's seems to be banking on the buyback TPN from Boots of Travel level 2.
There is actually a decent chance that C9 still will win this game, though. If they can somehow go for the throne at some point, like they can just make a mad dash. This is still possible, but they're going to have to run into 10 lives from the side of Vici Gaming.
Melee racks, it seems like it's going to be given up here. Cloud9 are just too close to having those heroes revive. Misery's coming to back up, but they really need to be able to defend top. 20 seconds left for the Gyrocopter. Vici Gaming are trying to force this right here, right now. The tier 3 tower is going to go down to start things off. Another 13 seconds until Eternal Envy is back up. Fada starts challenging Hal a little bit. Let's lose that ultimate just to try and put the damage reduction out there. Oh, what FY! Of course FY would steal that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know why we're hyping that up at this point in the game. That must have been
It's
the
just
third time he's
standard.
stolen SF ultimate. It's just getting ridiculous.
Okay. We talk about late game item builds. Blitz, give it to me. Desolator. Eternal Envy. Cheap damage perhaps. FY's going to jump in. Telekinesis on Misery. They're trying to
They're
burst
already
it down.
so low.
Force Staff has already brought him low. Glimmer Cape is out there. Missed hook shot.
Oh,
Fada's
Fada
actually
doesn't-
trying to get away. Dropping
Oh,
BKB. Blast over the top. He's going to go down. The Supernova is down, but Vici Gaming are going to be able to get back in time. Won't really worry about that one. The buyback is there. Now BO3 starts jumping for Vici Gaming. They're going for the end. They're trying to go straight for the throne, but the glyph is there. It's healing up the throne. Oh, this is what they're all trying to take up the throne. They got to get back here. Vici Gaming trying to go for the defense as best as possible. How? Starts beating up Eternal Envy. There goes that Aegis on. Eternal Envy now pops a BKB and Satanic.
Oh, they're still going for it.
Fada just playing games, running around the throne as best as possible. Ice.
On the backdoor protection.
He's going to go down. The backdoor protection is healing up that throne. Fada's left alone. Solo up against Vici Gaming. He will not have the damage. He tries, but it's not going to be there. They both fall, and Vici Gaming in that defense have just sufficiently taken the game.
There's no buybacks anymore for C9. I can't blame them for going for that play. That was probably their best shot, but it's just not going to be enough as Vici Gaming. They have so many lives to work with. That's almost 10k built up for Super. Like, he's just taunting them at this point. He's saying, I'm not 6-slotted, but it doesn't even matter. I don't even need travels. I'm so convinced that we've won this game, and how they're going to secure the Mega Creeps before they go for the throne. There's no reason for them to be impatient. 70 minutes in the game. You don't want to throw away this advantage. They're just going to go straight for Mega Creeps and then go for the throne with no buybacks on either of the cores. This is too difficult. Vici already set up around the throne for this.
Mega creeps are here, and still another 80 seconds on the clock till Fada comes back. Vici Gaming are just taking their time, slowly but surely.
Oh, they're going to go
relocate play. They're going for it desperately, but they've already called the GG. They know there's no help there. There's no help to be found. Cloud9